And our top focus this morning, President Donald Trump has warned Israel against destabilizing Syria and its new leadership.
And this is days after a deadly operation by Israeli forces killed 13 people in the region. Shortly after Trump issued the warning, Netanyahu's office confirmed that the US president spoke to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and invited him for another White House visit.
In a post on his Truth Social platform, Trump said it's very important that Israel maintains a strong and true dialogue with Syria and that nothing takes place that will interfere with Syria's evolution into a prosperous state.
Now, the US leader has been pushing for a security pact between Israel and Syria since President Ahmad al-Shara's Islamist coalition overthrew a longtime ruler Bashar al-Assad a year ago. And Trump said that he is very satisfied with Syria's performance under Shara, who made a historic visit to the White House just a few weeks ago. The US president insisted that Shara is working diligently to make sure good things happen and that both Syria and Israel will have a long and prosperous relationship.
He also added that the United States is doing everything within its power to make sure that the government of Syria continues to do what was intended to rebuild the war-torn country. However, tensions have risen over hundreds of strikes by Israel on Syria, and in the deadliest so far, Israeli forces having killed as many as 13 people on Friday.
In an operation in the southern village of Beit Jin is where all of this took place. Now, Syria called the Israeli operation a war crime, while Israel said that it targeted an Islamist group. The Israeli army said the targets of the Beit Jin operation were fighters from Jama Islamiyah, an Islamist group based in Lebanon and allied with Hamas.
In fact, Israel has been defending its right to keep on striking militant groups in neighboring countries, and this despite the Gaza deal with Palestinian armed group Hamas and last year's ceasefire with Hezbollah in Lebanon.
And there's more on this from our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who sent us this report from New York.
President Trump has called on Israel to maintain a, quote, strong and true dialogue with Syria, warning that nothing should take place that will interfere with Syria's evolution into a prosperous state. The call comes days after an Israeli incursion and airstrike outside of Damascus that killed 13 people, including children, which Syria condemned as being war crimes. Trump praised Syria's new leadership under Ahmad al-Shara, saying that Washington is committed to supporting Syria's path towards stability and reconstruction under him. At the same time, a delegation from the United Nations Security Council under the December presidency of Slovenia is scheduled to visit Syria this week. The diplomats are set to travel to Damascus and then to Lebanon in a major move signaling renewed international diplomatic engagement with Syria. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.